Spoke. Con. Yeah. What's good, nigga?
What's up, y'all? This your boy LS.
DJ Miss V.
That's right, one of the hottest DJs in Vegas. Y'all better get to know her if you don't already. So you're watching This Is Hip Hop Radio, and we are on 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. As of right now, we're just gonna do this the way we do it, like we're doing it for the silver screen. We got some great artists tonight that we want to display, and we want to actually give you guys an introduction to, okay? We're going to be playing your favorite hits, but at the end of the day, it's all about these independent artists at the same time. You know what I mean? And if you're watching this, subscribe to the YouTube page. You want to like, subscribe, and you also want to hit the notification bells. After that, you also want to check us out every Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for all you East Coast people, that's 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. You know what I mean? How you can do that is you can listen live at going to 223takeovervegasradio.com. Then you go right to the home. If you're on your phone, you click home, and then you click listen. But if you're on your computer, you just hover over the home, and then you click listen, and then you press play. So that's all you gotta do, man. And because we're in a state of crisis, we still got idiots out here killing each other. And that's not good. Cats is killing each other out in Chicago like shit went well. And excuse my language, but that's just basically what it is. It makes me not want to go out there, host, or do nothing.
I mean, usually in a time of crisis, it makes people go crazy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the survival of the fittest type thing. You know, when it comes down to like the end of the world type stuff, people panic and they get crazy, and it messes with your mental. So
I know, and it's crazy because see, I was always battle tested. If you guys don't know what battle tested is I've always been into some sort of conflict, and serious conflict, where if you made it home the next day, you might want to be looking over your shoulder to be outside. I mean, that's just how it was where I came from in Jersey, right? So at the end of the day, what that did was that groomed me for preparing for the worst. So if the worst happens, you gotta find some type of happiness or some type of solace and peace within these types of crises, because this is just the beginning. If this right here is making you guys freak out and just lose your mind and try to separate and divide, I mean, we're in a world of trouble right now. But what you said is right, you know what I mean? So we're gonna talk about, go ahead, word. We're gonna talk about Chicago when we come back. And we also gonna talk about some peace within this. I'm talking about a 15-year relation, a 15-year beef mended on Instagram last night. So we're gonna talk about that.
well, people break apart, but they also come together.
Oh
So
man, it was such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing, and it's such a beautiful thing for hip hop, because this is hip hop. So let's get into this music, and we'll be right back with our topics.
Word. It's that homegrown shit, my nigga. Spoke. Con. Yeah. What's good, nigga? I'm so Jersey with it. I'm about to flip this whole game off this fucking axis. Real nigga shit, I ain't after fucking asking. We doing walk-bys, blinking it's a fucking casket. We deal with real life, my niggas ain't no fucking actors. That's why we deep on the block. Quick shooters, ain't nobody going deep in the clock. Reach and get popped, we sending hot peppers to y'all. The reason you drop that last bar to season the shot. We ain't friends anyway, don't care where your niggas stay. If it ain't Jersey, then you dead on the dinner plate. My nigga, it's the turnpike, y'all call it the interstate. I call it a home, and it's the last place you finna lay. You plotted out the wrong course of action and you finna pay. First shot is a warning, next shot is gonna penetrate. Look him in the eyes before you kill him, let me demonstrate. See, this the foregone conclusion I should ventilate. I need to speak to a sane soul, dying not an option, and I know we got the same goal. Spoken on my side with the fifth, and he an aim pro. Watching for the signal, if I give it, then that thing go. We take his top off from long distance, just standing there, look like the wind did it. Your friend shitted and gave up your whereabouts. Careful who you keep, cause the weak is there to air you out.
Yeah. Y'all know what the fuck it is, man. Sign, niggas. I'm gonna take you down south real quick. Upper echelon shit. Yeah. I'm a southern nigga, born and raised in the muddy trenches. Kept the burner in the back in case the op is nearest. Carolina boy, this shit gorillas. Either got a jump shot, you push the rock or become a killer. I lost some homies to the street violence. Night light was the ambulance. I wake up to police sirens. Talk is cheap and niggas keep buying. I'm losing sleep because I see them white sheets over the horizon. Y'all want beef, then we can take it there. There's bloody murder on my block and we ain't playing fair. I'm blasting off first reaction, I ain't taking stairs. Got a baby at the crib, I promise I'ma make it there. Upper echelon niggas, no comparison. Stepping Teflon just in case a nigga aired us. They be hating us from a distance cause they scared of us. Came out of nowhere, them niggas just wasn't aware of us. Now we doing shows, them niggas just can't compare to us. Competition please, we finding that shit hilarious. VIP the home team, that's a fact, nigga. Spoken to conscience, we bringing that heat back, nigga. Facts, nigga.
Yeah. So y'all already know what it is, man. She doing her motherfucking thing. I saw this horrific post the other day. Somebody sent to me. It was this two dudes in Chicago. They was like in a little bodega. Did you see that? Let me just set this up. While he's talking all of this talk to the kid in the hoodie, he throws his card up in the joint, his chip up in the thing. He pays for his shit. Then he pulls his gun out. Now, never mind the camera, never mind Big Brother. So they in there, they talking. So the dude like, yo, you better tell your partner, you know what I'm saying? He better know who he talking to or whatever the case is. He trying to sell me some weed. So the other dude like, if he just trying to sell you some weed, he like, yo, you know what I'm saying? He need to know who he talking to. I don't even smoke weed. I feel some type of way. Y'all acting like y'all trying to rob me. He said, yo, if somebody was trying to rob you, we'd have robbed you. He pulls a gun out and goes, somebody gonna die about this or whatever. So the dude's like, yo, what you talking about? He lets off, pop, 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 pop. Shoots the dude, runs out of the store, and then gets into another gunfight with whoever's outside. Can you dig it? The dumbest thing ever. Now this is in Chicago. I would not want to go to no fucking Chicago. If I'm going to Chicago, I'm going into the city, and I'm going where motherfuckers is, right, where they spending some money, right?
We go to the Cubs game.
I'm going to the Cubs game. I'm going to see the Bulls play. That's about it. And that's about it. I'm not going to none of the hole in the walls, nowhere the real niggas is at, none of that. Like at the end of the day, the bag is not worth it. And the reason why I say that, bring this up, is because first and foremost, while they talking, you see people with their mask on coming into the store, so you know we're not supposed to be doing none of this shit. Out here, these cats don't even have no mask on, no nothing. They just out like shit went well. And they close to each other, all right? Now you know all they do, say again?
They're breaking laws.
Breaking laws as it is. Passing blunts to each other probably. Same old shit, you know it. But the fact of the matter is, you killing, and you ain't even killing the right enemy. Like you're not gonna take your time to go after the real enemy right now. The real enemy is killing off a lot of us. A lot of these cats is going home and taking it to their grandmother, because you know a lot of these cats live with their grandmother. They be on Instagram with a big stack of money this thick, but still don't live in their own home, still don't own nothing. You know what I'm saying? I come from the era where you was laughed at if you had a Mercedes Benz, you spent about maybe 5 G's in the club, but you was taking that Mercedes Benz back up into the projects. And you had to take a chick to the hotel because you ain't got your own crib. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because these cats ain't learned nothing. You know what I mean? But speaking,
all because somebody asked him if he wanted to buy weed?
because he wanted to buy weed. So at the end of the day, if he ain't have none of that with him, he probably wouldn't even have said nothing. He probably be like, nah, man, I'm good. Got his little whatever at the store, did.
Right.
A lot of these cats right now, soft.
And that's exactly why we have problems with gun control and all that, because people who carry concealed weapons, yeah, that's cool for protection, but some people gain confidence carrying that gun and then start shit knowing that they got it with them. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily the guns, it's the attitude of the person who's carrying the gun. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's more the mentality control you have to have when you're carrying guns, not the actual gun itself.
I don't understand it. Never understood it. Never will understand it. You know what I mean? You gotta already be tough already with the hands first.
In the gym, right?
You gotta be this first before you can pick up this. And this is not for everybody. You don't pull this out for one person. One person, you don't pull this out. You don't even pull this out for Devo. You know what I'm saying? You don't pull
You
it
better
out.
get that ass whipping first and then
Listen, if you had to pull it out, that's when the homies came out to play. They had weapons, not just because they was out, but they had weapons with them. You was outnumbered. You was trying to make peace, and they was not trying to hear it. And you was in the wrong neighborhood. That's when this comes out. You understand what I'm saying?
Look, now we really can't post this.
yeah, right? Word. But speaking of beef, I mean, first and foremost, let's say this. Put the guns down if you don't need it. Like, we got the guns, but you're not protecting nothing. All you're doing is being a threat. So now, what's gonna happen to that young man? He's going to prison, and he's subject to catching the coronavirus because he ain't coming out no time soon. So he gave himself a death sentence, straight up and down.
Especially the way the jails are looking right now.
I put it like this. I wouldn't even want to throw a candy wrapper on the ground right now. I don't want to be locked up for nothing. And I understand they letting people out for misdemeanors and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, we're not trying to do nothing to get ourselves confined with strangers. Because at the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen. And when you catch it while you're inside, best believe you're going to die, period. No one's saving you. Last night, I was on IG, washing my dishes, and what do I see? I see French Montana's going live with Jim Jones. I said, oh, I got to see this. And lo and behold, they was online with each other, talking about, basically talking about peace, talking about moving forward, talking about growth. They even did a song together. You know what I'm saying? Now, those of you that's talking about the French Montana and Jim Jones feud, that 15-year feud that ended last night on Instagram.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful thing for hip hop, beautiful thing for, you know, there's just the people, period. You know what I mean? And just for all types of everybody to just watch it. If you love hip hop, then it was good for you. And not only that, but for street people too. If nobody died, you can hash out your differences, man. You know what I'm saying? And especially at a time like this. You know what I'm saying?
What brought them together?
Who brought them together? It was Slow Bucks. Slow Bucks brought them together, and they did a record together as well. They debuted the record on live. It was ill. You know what I'm saying? Slow Bucks is turning into the what Slow Bucks turning into? He turning into a Steve Stout. You know what I'm saying? I would say he's on his way to try to get there. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know who Slow Bucks is, people, Slow Bucks is, if y'all have it, if any of y'all seen those shirts with the snails on it, that Joel Santana and all of those people been wearing years ago, that was a hot brand at the time. Back in, I would say from 05 to, I would say about maybe 2011. Yeah, if you knew what that snail was about, Slow and Bucks, it was two dudes. And they always was running with Joel Santana. He was the one who was endorsing it. So he put that whole situation together, and it was great. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people who got caught up in that beef, they was actually in that live. You know what I'm saying? To see these two just hash it out.
Well, I know Slow Bucks, I've seen some bad press on him, man, just about him putting his hands on women. So it's good to hear about him doing something positive, man, and just keeping his hands to himself as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anytime, you know, you can have a situation like those guys had and it can bring peace, it's a positive situation, man, but we also got to be aware that, you know, it's other reasons for people to do this type of stuff too, man, especially in this time. You know, I don't want to be impressed by nothing that's being done for publicity purposes. I want to be impressed by the real peace and, you know what I'm saying, in all these situations, man. It's important that we hold these guys to a standard. And, you know what I'm saying, like right now, I know it's a lot of people trying to find ways to entertain. So I hope this ain't all for show.
Oh, nah. The way these guys was beefing, this ain't for sure. You can't play this type of thing for no publicity stunt because they not up on the echelon like that. This ain't Puffy and Steve Stout. You know, these is cats that actually run with guys who actually really get busy. And they two street dudes. I remember Frenchie from way back, from him getting shot in his head before he was even on Cocaine City, where he was a battle rapper. Because despite what a lot of people know about Frenchie could really rap. He's just doing what he does to actually make him money. Because the lyrics, when he was spitting lyrics, nobody wanted to hear it. Then he transitioned over to Cocaine City, which he debuted everybody who was hot in the city, which is New York. Yeah, he probably had a couple of people like Khaled and stuff like that. But more importantly, this one right here, they got street dudes around them. So this right here, I don't think this is a publicity stunt. Because they both, well, I don't know about French, but I know Jim Jones is independent right now too. But speaking of Slow Bucks, you know, he really, I can't really say too much about it because I only know just a little bit, but he did put his hands on Ashanti's sister.
Did you see the pictures?
Tooth out.
Did you see the pictures?
I saw the pictures and it was disgusting. Had that been a family member of mine, you know, it's wartime at that time.
I didn't put it like this. I had Slow Bucks stuff in my closet. I've been rocking with Slow Bucks for a while. I rock with Jules Santana, Jim Jones, all them for a long time. But I took it out of my closet after I seen that, man. Like, it hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it just, yeah, some of that stuff is just too much. But like I say, you know, business is business and situations is situations. But all these cats, like Jim Jones is questionable right now, man. I mean, you know, everybody want to talk about it how they want to talk about it, but yeah, Jim Jones is reputable in the streets, but Jim Jones' name been on paperwork, and he's questionable. You got to answer for that too. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Frenchie. Frenchie been talking about peace. You know, so they might run with some street cats. Sure, I run with street cats, but I ain't with the street shit. You know what I'm saying? It's keeping it 100. So, you know, I just want to make sure, like I said, that cats is really about what they talking about. Because right now, Slow, he ain't got the best reputation in my sights.
Nah, he ain't got the best reputation. I straight kind of forgot about that. He did put his hands on Ashanti's sister, knock the tooth loose and all of that.
Not like too long ago.
It's crazy.
Not too long. Yeah, this was just in the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, if the female is out there giving it up to another man, it's always good to walk away. Always good to walk away. Because at the end of the day, beat her up, you're going to be shamed, like you're shamed right now. Had Outlaw did not let me know about that, remind me, we would have breezed right past that. We'd have
No, but
breezed
that's
right
what I was
past
saying.
it.
Like, how can he bring peace to two cats that's supposed to be street beefing and he can't even have peace between him and his baby mama? Like, how am I supposed to believe he's supposed to be a peacemaker? That
That's
don't really
crazy.
fit the MO. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? If I got a homeboy that's a shooter, I'm not sending him to go negotiate no peace with the enemies right now. I'm just saying.
Right.
That's just not how it goes. So if this dude is a known abuser, how he got credibility to be causing and bringing peace between some cats that's supposed to have some real street beef? I don't know if he got that type of credibility. That's not in my eyes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how to call it because at the end of the day, nothing happened to him. He's not in jail. And I haven't heard nothing about Ashanti got some paper. She got enough money. Her family got enough money. Her father they have enough money to make some things happen. It's been really quiet.
I'm pretty sure Ashanti knows enough people to make something happen.
That's a whole fact.
Those pictures came out because Ashanti and her side was like, it's time for people to know the real. I saw video of the deposition. Slowbucks didn't deny nothing. His lawyer didn't even deny it. They just tried to say that they didn't want it out in the public for business purposes. Cold game, man. This beef and this piece to this beef, in my personal eyes, it could just be for business purposes.
For Slow or for Jim Jones?
For everybody involved. You feel what I'm saying? It has to be a reason. You know, like I'll just give you, like, I'll take it to the streets. I watch Power. Y'all watch Power. When you connect with somebody and you bring peace, it's usually for money purposes. You know what I'm saying? Whether you say it's drug related, whether you say it's music related, business related, however it is. We all know that New York has not been in the best light in the last year as far as things that's been going on in New York with rappers from New York.
Yeah.
That being said, you gotta find a way, you know, like I say, sometimes fake peace works. Sometimes agreeing to disagree works. And I ain't saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that that's how the game goes sometimes. Sometimes the big homie don't like the little homie, but he got to get the little homie to make a move, and he got to find a way to finesse him.
That's a whole fact. But looking at it like this, watching two people go at it, and a lot of people got hurt, but they never got killed, that's a wonderful thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, them two right there just goes to show that anything can be squashed if nobody got killed. And I do think that it's a business move, a good business move on all of the parties involved, which is good too, because at the end of the day, that's what we got into the game for, is to make some bread. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to salute to them. But real quick, you just said something that kind of sparked my interest. Paperwork on Jim Jones? What paperwork he was on?
He on 6ix9ine paperwork right now.
Yeah, he on 6ix9ine paperwork, but what's the paperwork about though?
Just a couple months ago, if I'm not mistaken, it was said in the news that Jim Jones was a known informant.
Right. And
I'm just saying, I never heard a rebuttal to that.
Right.
I'm messing with
anybody ever?
I even heard Cameron speaking on it without speaking on it. You feel me? Separate but equal. The same way Dame Dash would speak about Jay-Z and his situation. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what's really up with Jimmy? And is Jimmy moving in that way? We all know the money problems Jimmy had recently. That got brushed under the rug. It's a lot of stuff that goes on out here that we give passes to that become news and then just go away. It go away from our memory too. But I'm like an elephant. I never forget.
So it says, Jim Jones, I just pulled it up right now. So Jim Jones, Hernandez is trying to dry snitch at the same time, homie. But he keeps saying F Treyway, F this and F that. Ain't no N word Treyway, F Treyway. Somebody else, Jordan, whoever Jordan is, right? Mel Murder, I guess, right? I'm gonna feed him though. Yo, what you doing? Damn, I ain't even want to talk on the phone, homie. We gotta meet up and talk. Oh, okay. So basically what they doing is, I know this, I heard the conversation. So basically what they're doing is they taking a conversation that Jim Jones had with Mel Murder, and they putting it in the paperwork and deposition, and what they're doing is they saying that he's actually snitching. When this is not actually no snitching, because you gotta have your name on that, oh man, what's it called? The NK document? Hold on.
No, they got him under surveillance. They got phone calls with Jimmy and the whole shebang. They got phone calls where they were accusing Jimmy of being a threat, but Jimmy ain't caught no charges. That's what I'm saying. We all know the charges, that the arrest that Jimmy didn't have without catching no charges. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I say, this all public record. I ain't speaking on nothing like that. Ain't really gotta really be hard to find. That being said, Jim Jones never spoke on the fact that he was called in-house snitch, a paid, a known informant. He never spoke on it.
Yeah, if I actually cared enough to actually try to go into those documents and pay for those documents, I could actually vouch for it. They want us to put the PayPal in there to get those documents.
Yeah, you got your information out here in these streets.
Yeah, no question. But I doubt so many people trying to tarnish Jim Jones for so many years. I doubt that that's true. I think that what I'm reading right here, I don't think that he's no informant. I think they're using his conversation and trying to build a case. Well, they built the case off of the conversation, because I actually heard it in its entirety, and they got little joints on there. But real niggas know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They know what it is.
And I saw the 6ix9ine thing unfold. It was a lot of people that was involved that didn't get touched. And the people that didn't get touched, why they didn't get touched? How can you be involved in a conspiracy? Because we know how conspiracy works. How you can you be involved in conspiracy and not get charged in a conspiracy? There's a lot of cats in jail. There's a lot of cats ain't in jail. And you know what I'm saying? Like I say, everybody can look at the paperwork for they say and see everybody involvement. I'm just asking for the man to vouch for himself. Because in the end, just like the situation with Nipsey Hussle, you can call somebody a snitch all you want to, but asking somebody to prove the paperwork for themselves, who bringing their own paperwork?
Only time you bring in your paperwork is when you go get locked up. That's about it.
He sits down in that cell block, but ain't nobody out here in these streets passing out paperwork.
Yeah, ain't nobody. Only people passing out paperwork is people who want to tarnish that image. But yeah, but that, you know, that's definitely something that you guys should really, really look into, people. Make sure that, you know, you got everything together, because what he's saying is true. You can get caught up in a conspiracy when you talk a lot about certain things with certain people while there's an investigation going on. And because Jim has had gun charges and things of that nature, and he negated it from actual people taking the charges, that's the reason why you got articles saying, hey, well, how come he didn't actually he didn't get locked up for this or that, this and that. If you got a little bit of money, you got people that can take those charges for you. But what happens is, if you dodge something, everything becomes questionable. So take heed to that. So that's what's up, though. DJ Miss V, what's really good?
I can auto-tune, but I can still give you that Maze vibe. These niggas style boring like watching paint dry. I was in the PJ screaming high. G-Shock, BB sagging below the waistline. Red bottoms on the pedal. Got your wifey on my schedule. Nigga, we don't ever settle. Dinner was fruity pebbles. I was salty like a pretzel. Life was harder than a metal. I was rowdy with the Red Bulls. No yoga class, didn't stretch me. I'm married and them baby, these ain't cheap. Love a nasty bad bitch that know that she ain't free. Fuck the in my BMWs and squirted on my seats. I was counting money while y'all niggas was counting sheeps. make it clap for a nigga. No being shy, girl, throw it back for a nigga. This your part, girl, make it clap for a nigga. No being shy, girl, throw it back for a nigga. Red bottoms on the pedal. Got your wifey on my schedule. Nigga, we don't ever settle. Dinner was fruity pebbles. I was salty like a pretzel. Life was harder than a metal. I was rowdy with the Red Bulls. No yoga class, then stretch you. This your part, girl, make it clap for a nigga. No being shy, girl, throw it back for a nigga. This your part, girl, make it clap for a nigga. No being shy, girl, throw it back for a nigga. Make it clap for a nigga. Throw it back for a nigga. Make it clap for a nigga. Throw it back for a nigga.
You're such a troublemaker.
We in the building. We got our engineer in the building. What's really good?
I get to see your face.
I know.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Good, chilling.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. So you see we keeping it going. You know what I'm talking about?
You already snow.
You already know. I wanted to weigh in on China and how they doing our people. You know, a lot of people are saying they're doing the Nigerians bad, but they're doing anybody with black skin bad. Now, in the beginning, of course, you got people with their conspiracies and things of that nature talking about the coronavirus is only
Coronavirus.
yeah, it got real and it got a little bit too real, and it was only for those who were non-blacks. That means anybody who was white, of Caucasian descent, okay, anybody who was white, or anybody who was Asian. In China, what has been said is that they have been removing black people, mainly the Nigerians that live there, because there's a heavy Nigerian community there. You know, the ones that go to school and things of that nature, but removing blacks from hotels and also their rental properties because the coronavirus has now taken on a new face. It is no longer a Chinese virus, but it turned into now the black face is the face of this virus. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless behind that.
I mean, that's what the Chinese are saying, right?
Absolutely.
They're just trying to blame somebody so they don't get the blame for it.
So I heard that I was watching this like documentary or whatever, and there's like these like medical students, they're having this conversation because, you know, in China, their laws are different. So basically, if I'm like, oh, talking to DJ Ms. V, they'd be like, oh, that's rumors, send fun sites to jail. So basically, this guy was like conversing with like, oh, there's this new virus, it's like spreading around real quick, but they're not saying anything about it. And basically, long story short, the guy got arrested because they said that he was spreading rumors and talking shit, and was basically like, so they waited like 3 or 4 days before they even said anything to anybody, and by then it was already too late.
Wow.
Yep.
See, that's crazy.
And he's in jail right now. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
It's a lot of propaganda going on, but also it's a lot of fear. And like DJ Ms. V said, it's a lot of people trying to push blame. We see it in our country, but specifically in China, like, you know, they're dealing with a dictatorship, but they're also dealing with the fact that they're not as fully aware of what's going on as we are, just being honest. It's unfortunate that people find ways to find reasons to be racist in situations like this where it just don't make common sense. But in the end, we got to recognize the world that we live in, man. Like my people, no matter, you know, where you're from, if you look like me, my people, you know, we deal with this everywhere we go. And it's unfortunate that these gentlemen, these men and women are dealing with this, man, but we got to start we got to stop depending on these other places and these other countries and other people to treat us like human beings, because they just don't.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just saw this right now in the LA Times. They put a notice saying, we've been informed that from now on, Black people are not allowed to enter, not Nigerians, not Africans, just Black people in general. For the sake of your health, consciously notify the local police for medical isolation. Please understand the inconvenience caused.
Now, how ill is that? How ridiculous is that? Now,
so if you see a Black person, call the police and they're gonna come quarantine them. That's crazy. When all this started, we didn't see Black people dropping out in the streets. We saw Chinese people. So how did it start from Black people if they didn't get it till after? Chinese is a crazy community, man.
Man, I defended the Asians when they was getting targeted early on in this situation, you know, up in the Bay Area of California. And, you know, it's the same thing, man. We all just got to recognize that people is fucked up, yo.
And I'm going to tell you like this. I was with you on that one.
So this is totally off topic, but I kind of got into it with someone today, and I have to tell you guys what happened.
Please.
So, okay, so I left my computer charger at home, right? And I went back home to go get it. Now I finally got back. So when I was driving back, there was some guy on the side of the station, and he was walking his little chihuahua or whatever, you know, and in front of him, it was a little pigeon. And the pigeon, you could tell, was like injured or something. So this guy, he had one of those retractable leashes. So he wanted his dog to fuck with this bird. So he was like ha, 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 ha. And then the dog was fucking up the bird. And finally the dog caught the bird, right? And obviously killed him. And so I see the guy, I'm looking dead at him. And I see him and he's like stumping his dog out in the head. Like, get the bird out of the fucking mouth. And then so the bird finally got out of the mouth, and this guy, kid you not, stumped his foot on the bird's neck, snapped the bird's neck. So I was like, what are you, a motherfucking psycho? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
I was like, you must kill people in your basement. Get the fuck out of here, you weirdo. And I was like, if I could call the cops on you, I would. But then they would tell me this is a dumbass reason to call. But I still felt away.
I mean, that's animal. That's like animal cruelty, though. You're over here stomping on a dog's face after you just told the dog to go get the bird, and then you tell it not to.
And then snap the bird's neck. Was like,
you know these diseases.
Like, what the fuck?
Pigeon could have been carrying coronavirus. Now your dog has it. Now your dog's gonna go kiss you on the lips, and now you got it.
Exactly. And I was like, these dumb motherfuckers. God damn. I was so irritated. I was like, I don't cuss or go like that sideways at anybody. But I was like, dude, if you're lucky, I'm by myself. Because if I had my people with me, they would have been cussed your ass out.
Absolutely.
You know? I was like, get your weird ass out of here before I call the cops.
But you know, you can report somebody to the, what is it, the ASPCA? What do y'all have out here on the West Coast? Is it still the ASPCA?
I think so.
The animal?
Yeah. You can always, listen, you should report it.
I pay $25 a month to help animals, and I don't even got no pets.
Man, I was like, this dude, you must kill people in your basement. You're a fucking psychopath, you weirdo.
That's how it's
Of course he probably does.
For real, I was tripping. I was like, wait till I tell them this.
That's, yo, I laughed a little bit, but it ain't funny. The only reason why I'm laughing is because I can't believe that people are out here really being sick in their head. But you know
like
what?
The bird was already dying. Let the bird die. Damn, leave him alone.
I don't know. We got some.
And then like DJ Miss V said, obviously the bird was dead, so probably blood was drawn. Now you're gonna go home and licking all in your lips with the fucking dog. Then you got the coronavirus.
We already know that animals can catch it, right? And they could possibly bring it home to you. If you have a dog out there, you could possibly bring it home. But what I also want to, just alert you guys is there's rumors. I haven't looked it up yet, but look into it. There are rumors that the meat markets may be shutting down very soon.
What?
Yes.
I can't go vegan. I will die. I have withdrawals.
Real.
So what happened, one of the biggest meat packers in the United States that actually produces about 9% of the pork in the United States, they had some workers that tested positive for COVID-19. And so they shut down. And so they just, the thing is, and what we got to realize is, especially in the industry, we look at retail as we go in the store and pick that shit up, but that shit got to come from somewhere. And there's people that got to work in those places. And those people are getting sick now too. The people at the supermarkets are getting sick. The doctors at the hospital are getting sick. The farmers are getting sick. The meat packers are getting sick. And it's affecting commerce in ways that we're not really ever seen before. Because think about it like this. If you actually got to try to disinfect the packaging on from the stuff you get at the supermarket, we're pretty fucked, y'all. I mean, basically, if you're going to the supermarket, are you quarantining yourself 14 days every time you go to the store?
Hell no.
Exactly. But how many people was in the store? How many people went and got their stimulus money this weekend and went shopping?
Man, I've been trying to get my stimulus check all week.
So it's only a few places to shop, yo. Walmart, Target, you know what I'm saying? Albertsons, Safeway. Nigga, the Rona's up in there, man. So, the meat packers, man, we got to pray for them. We got to pray for the farmers. We got to pray for the doctors and the nurses because they putting themselves at serious risk, man, and we got to consider this. We got to.
Stop doing Uber Eats.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I'm guilty of eating something 2 weeks ago, but I know now. I ain't doing none of that crap no more.
Yeah, I don't eat out, but if Outlaw over here talking about my meat got corona.
No, not your meat, but the people that pack your meat, if they got corona, the packaging got corona. Today, they said that the scientists said
that shit.
Yeah, well, listen, the government said that sunlight kills the coronavirus. That just came out today. Sunlight.
So is that why everybody's outside now? So they want to be inside or outside? Which one?
I don't understand the application. I'm not saying that being out in the sun cures corona, people that have coronavirus. I'm saying that they're saying that if it's on surfaces, the sunlight kills it.
So like temperature-wise.
So that's what we got to consider when we talk about going back to work and opening things back up. How is this stuff being passed around? You know what I'm saying? If in the end it's being passed around because of like the flu, the temperature outside, then we got to consider that too, like the flu season. Like they're saying this shit might go away. We know how it is in Vegas. It get hot out here. Yeah, everybody cool. The Rona don't matter. And as soon as September, October hit, it come back in a rage. I don't want to deal with that, man. I'd rather stay in the house or something. They're already making adjustments at the supermarket at what they're selling and what they're allowing out there. Like, that's what we got to realize too. Not even just on the products, but how we're moving in and out the supermarkets and retail spots. All that's changing, man. And we got to be aware of these changes. And we got to be aware that products, even though prices seem to be going down, the scarcity of it is going to make it go back up.
Aren't we gonna, what is it called? Fluctuate or whatever, when we have a recession?
Well, this one is different because they just dumped about $4 trillion into the money pool. But instead of inflation going on, prices are going down. Prices are going down, actually. We got to recognize that workers have been getting the raw end of the stick for the last 40 years. And wages have been unfair for the last at least 50 years. So now people are making more money on unemployment than at work. And prices are going down. And loans are interest free. And house costs are going down. And rent is going down. Yes, things are balancing. And not because they want them to balance. You know what I'm saying? Like they were trying to save the gas industry. Gas is supposed to be low. We shouldn't even be dependent on fossil fuels. But they want to continue to make that money. As a people, we got to recognize that we want fair. Fair ain't equal. Fair is just everybody having an equal shot. And it's only equal shot if we all make a wage that we can live on. We can make a wage we can live on and have fair products, then everybody gonna be good. I'm just saying.
And China low-key helped us out.
No doubt. We'll be right back, y'all.
Come get some.
get some. I got some, you need some. Come get some. Come get some. Want some? I got some, you need some. Come and get some. Come get some. Come and get some. I hots that sauce. Let it drip on the tip, wake a nigga lockless. She locks, legs cross, grips on the hips, digging in her pockets. Gonna do it awesome. Her last name was nothing awesome. He my man, 50 grand, had to cross him. He's really bad when I'm bad, cause I'm bossing. Come get some, some of the big one. You can get none, Thor got the big gun. Hit her with the 50 shot. From the back, I'ma kill it with a milli rock. Full flow, make the city girls kitty hot. Come get some, and get alive. Top dog in the yard, I be going hard. She call me when you flee, cause I be doing the job. She be stretched, need a whole lot of bed rest. You come home to a dead fish and fish nets. Roaches, empty henny, no cigarettes. I fuck her like I took her ass in a lemon last. No limit like P when I'm digging in it. Go dig it, get the gold, cause she in it to win it. Fuck some, you can come and get the whole thing. I'm on your neck in the ring when the ref go ding. Come get shot. I got soap, I got shower, got pills, got power. Long neck, 1 hour, play me close, gun come get some. Money game, money in the day. Come get a burger, come get some. Come get a heart, come get a bread. Come get a love, come get some. I got soap, I got shower, got pills, got power. Long neck, 1 hour, play me close, gun come get some. Money game, money in the day. Come get a burger, come get some. Come get a heart, come get a bread. Come get a love, come get some. She want drugs, I'ma give her some. She want bread for some head, I'ma give her some. She want the D on the rag, I'ma give her some. She want a bag for the bread, I can't give her none. Nah, I can't give her none. I got what she want, give her what she needs. LB on the purse, Givenchy on the jeans, Tesla on the strip. That's my shit if you dead. Your mans want smoke, he can come get it right here. Come get some. You little bum, I take the cake and you can't get a crumb, and that's word to the big daddy. Cane on you, you couldn't give your bitch habit. Shame on you. This is not a drill, nigga. I test it out. Let's see if you a real nigga. What's that about? In the presence of a real killer, you feeling that? Like you with a curfew. I'm in the house like I got soap, I got shower, got pills. Got power, long neck, 1 hour, play me close, gun come get some. Money game, money in the day. Come get a burger, come get some. Come get a heart, come get a bread. Come get a love, come get some. I got soap, I got shower, got pills, got power, long neck, 1 hour, play me close, gun come get some. Money game, money in the day. Come get a burger, come get some. Come get a heart, come get a bread. Come get a love, come get some. Come get some.
Yeah. That was the sounds of DJ Miss V, straight from El Paso, Texas.
Hey, EPT.
We're gonna get up out of here, man. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get those notifications out. Help us grow our channel. Go to 223takeovervegasradio.com. When you go there, if you're on your computer, you hover over home. Once you hover over home, you click listen live. And then once the player comes up on your screen, you press play. If not, if you're on your phone, you go to the website, then you click home, then you click listen, then you click play.
I always wondered how you listen on the website.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We out of here. This is Hip Hop Radio on 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. This is Hip Hop. We out.